We ready? Okay, so yesterday we talked about multiplying like bases, correct? What does it mean for them to be like bases? The same base. Look at you go take a point. So beside this, I want you to put yesterday's date, which was the 5th, and I haven't even changed it for today. Look at me go, killing it. I want you to write, I can multiply like bases. How are we feeling? And when we multiply like bases, what do we do to the exponents? You add them. Oh. Okay, so today what we're going to do, let's go ahead and write down everything that we're going to do here. So today we are going to divide like bases. I see you. We're going to power to a power. That's the third one. And then the fourth one that we're going to do today is negative exponents. Our goal is to do a little more than that, but this is a good starting point. Alright, you all wrote today's date, which is the 6th, and I can divide like bases. Now, both of the bottom parts of our foldable go with each of the top parts. So multiplying like bases and power to a power are best friends, and dividing like bases and negative exponents are best friends. So if I have x to the 17th divided by x to the 6th, we know that we're going to have to subtract those. And what are we going to get for our new exponent? 11. Take a point. Please open this. And tonight you will actually have homework. And we're going to write it right here. Super exciting. Bless you. And your grades are updated in 9L. I just can't give you back your test because I'm still waiting on people to finish, and I don't want them to see it and cheat. So I'll let you check at the end of the period. So when you divide like bases, you subtract the exponents. So if I gave you an example that said a to the 15th, b to the 12th, c squared, divided by a to the 4th, b to the 6th. Do we have anything to combine with that c? No, we don't. But we do have something to combine with the a and the b. So we're just going to subtract those. What's 15 minus 4? 11. What is 12 minus 6? And then what do we do with that c squared? Just bring it down. Good. Take a point. Any questions? Do we need to do another one? I think we can move to the next part of our foldable. Think we're ready for power to a power? Not yet? Okay. It's upside down. Just turn it over. Just untape it and turn it over. Just turn it around. Yeah. Nope. Okay. It's a W. Put it as a W on your desk. Stitch it together. Pray to the exponent gods. No. Push it. You see how my hands are still like this? And then flip it so that your left hand is up. Yep. Woo! Whoa. Angrily ripping your tape. Like, I don't want this tape. Okay. Are we now ready for power to a power? If you pick up that book one more time. Thank you. Alright, so power to a power are the problems that have the parentheses with the exponent on the outside. So it's similar to multiplying like bases, but it looks like these. 2a cubed to the 4th power. So with power to a power, you raise everything inside that parentheses to the exponent. So you're going to do 2 to the 4th power. What's 2 times 2? Times 2. Times 4. 16. So this is going to equal 16. A to the, and you just do 3 times 4, which is 12. Magic. Alright, so you multiply the exponents. And you power the coefficient. If I write power the coefficient, will you guys understand that you, like, do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2? Okay, hope so. Love it when you answer me. If we write power the coefficient, are you going to be able to remember that that means you do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, or 4 times 4 times 4 times 4? All right, pumpkin sauce. All right, so this example is going to be 3e squared f to the 6th all to the 7th power. You think you can do that one without me? Also, you guys know on your calculators that you have a little button that does exponent for you. It's called the caret button, and it looks like the rooftop of a house. Yeah, it's a caret.
Why is it called that?
I don't know. Are we ready? No. Okay, we need a mo. I got excited. Whoever's squeaking, stop squeaking.
Exactly.
Who is squeaking? It's either Sean or Benji. I knew it was going to be one of you. Stop it.
Dang, you know not to go to you. You don't have to go to YouTube.
Are we ready now? Yes? Alright, so what is 3 to the 7th power? 2,187? Do we agree or disagree? 2,187. Alright, what is e squared to the 7th power? What? 14. Okay. And f to the 42nd power. How many of us got that right? Look at us go. Take a point if one person at your table got it right.
have a question.
Okay.
What are the points used for?
They're accumulated at the end of the week, and it's a grade.
Out of 0.
It's not at a 0.
It's like, I thought that it was like
No.
0.
No. No, like you get a daily grade of 5 points, and if you don't reach those 5 points, if you get 4 out of 5, then you got 4 out of 5 for that day. And then each day we get a point strip. It's 5 points per day. That's why I want you to talk so much, so that I can give you points. And if you get what? What were you gonna say? Then you get like 6 out of 5. Yeah. So if you get over, then it's bonus. But like, you want to at least get the minimum. All right, una más, and then we're gonna do negative exponents. Let's see if we can do this. I feel like we can do this. I'm giggling. I did not take it to this. But we are all here today. Isn't that exciting? Okay, let's go. Does anybody think they want to be brave and put it on the board?
Yes. Sure.
Who's going to be brave? Okay.
I dropped my pen.
This is the best chips. G to the what?
60.
10 times 5 is?
Wait, 10. Okay. 50, okay.
Fantastic. Do we agree or disagree? Take the point for your team. Now, why is it negative this time when it was positive on our math workshop?
Because we have a negative coefficient.
We had a negative coefficient on our workshop.
They were good.
Somebody said it. What'd you say, baby? Odd number, yes. When it's an even number, you're going to have a positive answer. And what you should do anytime you have negatives and you're plugging them in with an exponent is put it in parentheses in your calculator. Every single time. So like in your calculator, let's practice. Do negative 5 to the 4th power without parentheses. Negative 5 to the 4th power. Is it raining in here? It's not. Can you take your hood off? Thank you. Alright, what did you get when you did negative 5 to the 4th power? Okay, now put in parentheses. Do the same thing. Put it in parentheses first. Put negative 5 in parentheses and then to the 4th power on the outside. 2 different things. So you need to put in parentheses every single time. Does everybody understand? Okay. Are we ready for negative exponents? Does anybody have a question on power to a power or dividing like bases? Okay. Negative exponents happen when you divide like bases and you subtract and you get a negative, correct? Or you could just have a negative exponent. But anytime you have a negative exponent, magical things happen. So, excuse me, I'm dying. If you have x to the negative 4th power, anytime you have a negative exponent, you flip it. Now, what are all whole numbers or anything hanging out with something underneath? What is the something underneath? A 1. And so when you flip it, it becomes 1 divided by x to the 4th. So anytime you have a negative exponent, you flip it. You remember it? Yay, your former teacher will be so happy. Can you remember it in 2 years whenever you have this again in Algebra 2?
No.
Yes. I need you to make me proud. Thanks. Just this one thing. Y'all need to keep your notebooks because you redo like the entire notebook in the first 3 months. So I would keep this so you can be like, alright, so negative exponents. Flip it. Oh, Blair, you could make the camera straight. So we're going to do 2 different kinds of examples. I'm going to give you one example where I just give you a bunch of variables with different exponents, and we're going to see which one we flip and which one we don't, and then we're actually going to divide and go crazy. So the first example, we have x to the 4th, y to the negative 5th, z to the 7th. Now, which one of those has the negative exponent? So that is the only one that you flip, which means that x to the 4th and z to the 7th stay on top of your fraction, and y to the 5th goes to the bottom, and it becomes positive. That's it. That's all you do. All right, so what if I had a squared b to the 6th c divided by a to the 5th b squared c to the 10th? You do divide. And when you divide like bases, what do you do to the exponents? You subtract. So what's 2 minus 5? So would that be on top of the fraction or bottom? The bottom, and it becomes a cubed. What's 6 minus 2? And does it go on top or bottom? And what's 1 minus 10? Top or bottom? En español, por favor. Who knows how to say bottom in Spanish? Other than the people who speak Spanish. But you both get a point. Great job. Does anybody have any questions? Do you think we could do negative exponents?
Yes.
Are you sure? I mean, not negative exponents. Do you think we can move on past negative exponents and do 0 power? Oh my gosh, guys. Don't be babies. You're pre-AP. 1, close your foldable. So it looks like this. Then open this way.
Whoa.
I know. We have so much more room for so many more properties. All kinds of activities. It is.
It's gonna be a long.
Math and magic are pretty much the same thing. Actually, I'm not even kidding. Mathematicians, when it first started becoming like a big thing and when they were studying really hard, they were actually convicted of witchcraft and wizardry because people didn't believe you could really do this, and they thought that they were just making stuff up and doing witchcraft. You can research this. I did in college. Yeah. So I'm teaching you witchcraft. I win. Okay, now 0 power. 0 power, 0 power. Please don't go home and tell your parents I'm teaching you witchcraft.
Too late. I'm just gonna point take it my sister. She's gonna back it up.
Hey, let's not try to kill our sister. No? No? No?
Bad thing is, she probably understands it.
I think you're missing the point of what I'm telling you to not do. Alright, so if I say negative 4, x to the 7th, y cubed to the 0 power. Does anybody know what it equals?
It's gonna equal.
It does equal 1. Take a point. Anything in the entire world to the 0 power is 1 every single time. So when I give you a problem like this on the test and it has a 0 on the outside, just write 1. Don't work the problem out. Yes.
Is there a real
Yep. Nope. We'd have to prove the theorem though. And we're not doing that. Okay, so if I told you that I have a squared b to the 6th divided by a to the 4th b cubed, all of that to the 0 power. Would you have to work that out? No. What's the answer? 1.
Yay. We should get a worksheet of what's the 0 power.
Nobody takes.
That would be so much.
No, we are pre-AP.
Work it out, and then you
If I gave you I'm not done. Take a deep breath. If I gave you rainbow to the 0 power, what would the answer be? 1. It would be 1. If I gave you
That's a cloud.
cloud to the 0 power, what would the answer be? Anything in the entire world. Anything.
One.
Ta-da, that's our lesson. That's exponents. Yay, how do we feel?
What about the other 6 squares?
Alright, oh, we're not done. We're going to come back to those.
Okay.
You love the zeros?
Yeah,
Alright,
that's my favorite
are you
part.
ready for your homework?
Totally. Oh, so very ready.
Oh, so very ready. Where?
I just want to sleep.
Oh, we don't have nap time anymore.
I just want to like get
Ow. Alright. So, where you're going to put your homework is on the... Why are we closing our notebooks like we're done for the day?
I stopped being an intelligent.
Right here. Tadea, yes.
Where? On the back. Oh, right here. Cool. I got it.
Draw a line here. And then draw a line here. And then draw a line here. And each section is going to have different problems for your homework.
Oh, cool.
I know. Are we ready?
No.
Why?
We don't have it. We don't want to do homework.
That is very true. All right.
Weird. What kind of English is this? Is it English? You can do okay. I'm Springfield. Oh God, this is the fourth I've ever heard of.
White people. Let me know when you're ready for the next section. Oh my gosh.
Leave. I wish I could. I think Miss Asbury.
Very disappointed.
Miss Asbury would be genuinely overjoyed.
I did not say that. Let the record show
You didn't deny it.
that I did not say that. It would not overjoy me if he left.
You didn't deny it though.
I just,
She just did.
am I in the Twilight Zone?
Yes, you are. My brain is just hurting.
Be Elsa.
I don't want to be outside.
Ditto.
Of course she is.
No.
When you come in tomorrow, I'm going to have a super fun activity for us to do.
Oh, no.
It is coloring. Yeah. I know. I was going to try to get it for us today, but I can't remember where I put the sheet. So if I can find it while we're copying this down, then you'll have it today. But no promises, baby cakes, no promises.
It's okay if you can't find it.
Thanks, Marbly. Are you ready for me to move it up?
No.
Are we done with the dividing at least?
No.
Yes.
Is anyone not done with the division section? You're, okay.
That's good.
Come on, Landon. Are you sure? All right. And then we have to write, our 0 homework problems. You don't need 0 homework problems. You're
Yes,
fine.
we do.
No.
All of these be zero work.
No, you're fine. 8 problems is enough for us, don't you think?
Yeah, let's just do it.
Let's just replace it with 16, 0,
No.
Yeah.
Blair,